Hello friends, welcome back. So today we will continue with our question number 12, which is students and examinations of SQL 50 series. So if you have not done the previous 11 questions, so I request you to please visit those questions once and then you will have a good grasp of this. So this comes in the category of joins. So we have basic idea that we have to apply the joins. So now let's see what questions is saying. So we have three tables: students, subjects and examinations. So in student, we have schema of column, name, student ID, student name, which is of type integer and varchar. And in subjects, we have subject name, only subject name. And in examination, we have student ID and subject name. So what they are asking us to do, write a solution to find the number of times each student attended each exam. Okay, so we have to find how many times a student appeared for each exam. Okay, so and in later part we also have to return the table by ordering it by student ID and subject name. So let's consider this example student table where we have four student IDs: Alice, Bob, John and Alex. We have subject table, maths, physics and programming. We have the examination table. So here you can see student ID 1, which is Alice, appeared for maths, physics, programming, and then again he appeared for physics, math and again maths. So Alice appeared multiple times. So similar case for John as well. Okay, and you can see Alex. For Alex, he not appeared for any exam. Okay, so the output table contains student ID, student name, subject name and attended exam. So what will be the approach? Okay, so let's come to notepad. So we have this two tables. One is this. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 tables, and we have to return student ID, student name, then subject name, and then one more column which is attendant exam. So the approach will be, first of all, I have to find all the possible combinations for individual student in which he can appear for the exams. Okay, or we can say I have to find all possible combinations between this table and this table, exam table, to find all possible combinations, and then I will tally that with the examination table that for the corresponding pair of student ID, student name, can we get the entry? Okay, so understand? Yeah. So now first what we have to do, first I have to find all the possible combinations. So you remember any join for all possible combinations? Yeah. So see, so there is one join called as cross join, which is used for calculating all the possible combinations. Okay, it is used for calculating all the possible combinations between two tables. So let's say if you have A, B, C and you have 1, 2, so A to 1, A to 2, B to 1, B to 2, C to 1 and C to 2. So you will have A1, A2 and then B1, B2, C1, C2. So these are all the combinations between this. So what we are doing, basically we are doing cross join. So what we will do first, we will find all the possible combinations between these two tables. Okay, so the output of the cross join for the two table will look like this. So you can see we have Alice with maths, physics and programming. We have only three subjects: maths, physics and programming. Then we will have Bob with maths, physics and programming. So for all the students, you will have three possible combinations for maths, physics and programming. So these are all the entries in our cross join, correct? Then what we will do, then as a step 2 I will do, okay, so I will map for the student ID and the name. Okay, for the student ID and the name, do I have any entry in the examination table for the student ID and the name? So how will I get the name? For name, I have to do the left join of this examination table from the student table. Okay, so that I can have the name as well. Now, so step 2, we have done cross join first. Okay, then we got all the possible combinations. Then we will do left join. So for each student ID and student name pair, count the matching rows in examinations. So got it? So you have to find the matching rows in the examination table. So first we will go with Alice. So student ID 1, Alice, maths. How many entries we found? Okay, let's check. How many entries we found? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so got it here, 3. 1, 2, 3. So similarly I will do for all the possible combinations. For none I will have 0. Okay, so how I am counting this? Okay, how I am counting this? So I am counting the student ID from the examination table. Okay, e dot student ID, it is giving me the count. Okay, it is giving me the count. So this is how I will get the count of the examinations for which we have Alice. Okay, and then see, we have to group by and count, step 3. So see, so for taking the count, so I mentioned here like we are taking the count. So how will you take the count? You have to group. Okay, so for taking the count you have to group the entries by the student ID and the student name. So for this entry you will have 3. Okay, count as 3. Wait, no, you have to group this table, examination table. Okay, so you have to group it by student ID and subject name. Okay, so see, you have to group by student ID and subject name to get the count. Got it? So it's first, then you have this, then you have this. So you have grouped it by student ID and subject name for the count, and you entered that here. This is 3. Okay, you don't have to do it here in the left join, you have to do it in the examination table. You have to group and count. Okay, as a step 3. Then on later part you have to do, remember in question they ask us to order by, so you have to order by student ID and subject name because they want the output in this sequence. Okay, so now let's code our approach. So in a nutshell, so the summary is, first we will do cross join to find all the possible combinations. Second, I will map here. In second, I will do left join to map the student ID and subject name pair, and I will try to find that entry in the examination table that student for that subject has given the examination or not. Okay, I will do left join to find out if that student has given the examination for that subject or not with the examination table. And in step 3 I will do group by, okay, to get the count, and then I will do order by. Okay, so now come back to our code. So we have select. Okay, so we will do it in later part, like we have to return the 3 columns. Okay, so we will do it later. So first we will start from. So what I have to do, from students, is it students, table name is students. Okay, so from students as S, this is an alias, and I think if you're continuing my series then you know what is alias. So from student S I'm making cross join, okay, with subject to find subject as sub to find all the possible combination. Okay, this is the first step. And then what I'm doing left join of examinations E on, and then what I'm doing, first of all I'm doing cross join, and then using that cross join table to make a left join on the examination table to find that whether I have that entry of student ID and subject name in the examination table, so that I can find out that student has appeared for that exam or not, for that subject exam or not. Okay, so this is left join examination E on student. The primary here, the primary key is student ID. Okay, equals to E dot student ID, and respectively subject dot subject name and subject. So first I have applied the cross join using student ID, and then I use the subject name to make the left join. Okay, I hope the approach is clear to you. We are just implementing the approach in our SQL code. Okay, the next part I have to do group by what? It will be student ID and dot student name and subject dot subject name. Great. And then this is, we are grouping it to find the count. Okay, and then we have to return it in order by student id subject dot subject name. Okay, so now what I have to select, or what I have to return, I have to return 4 columns, which is s dot student id comma s dot student name comma s dot student student name and subject name comma count of e dot student id. Okay, I am calculating the count of student id from the left join table. Okay, from the examination table, how many times he appeared. Okay, as attended exams. Okay, so I hope there is no syntax error. Let's check by running the code. So it's not dot, it will be comma. One more, order by student. Again here it will be comma. Yes, so logic was correct, and we have implemented our approach in SQL code, and I hope like this is clear to you. In next video we will continue with question number 13, and we will try to finish it up quickly. Okay, so for better understanding, I will suggest you to please continue the series from the first question only. Okay, and then come down to the 12th and 13th question. So move with me. Okay, so yeah, if you like the video, if you like the explanation, then please like the video, and then yeah, be with me.